Hi, I'm Steve Abley from Abley.
And I'm Shane Turner, a Technical Director at Abley.
Okay Shane, well we've just come back from ITE, a conference in Philadelphia, roughly between 2,000 and 3,000 odd people. I really enjoyed my time. I spent a whole lot of time at the booth talking about safe curves. I had a really great experience. What about yourself?
Yeah, and I had a great experience at ITE. It's probably worth talking a wee bit about what ITE is. ITE are the largest professional body of transport professionals in the US with about 18,000 members. That also includes some international members in Canada and in New Zealand, Australia, and I'm a member of the New Zealand and Australia chapter of ITE. They're very active in identifying key issues in transportation and in doing and encouraging research and work in those areas.
Okay. And look, my role when I was at ITE was really manning the booth. So that was about sharing the Safe Curves product that we've got for deployment in the US. That was a really great experience, got some really good feedback from lots of different people, not only jurisdictional managers, but also from consultants and other vendors. It seems like the feedback that I'm getting is we've got something different for that marketplace, data-led, something that's proactive, systemic approach, and validated against crash data. Quite unbelievable responses, really. I remember one in particular where I had to explain that this particular person had been quite frustrated for a number of months having to do a whole lot of ball bank indicator surveys on road. I explained to them that now they don't, because we've got a computational method that just takes away all of that hassle, pain, risk, time, and all the benefits associated with that. So that was really encouraging. So getting some good messaging about that.
I also had some really good conversations with people at the conference and got to present on the safe system audit process that we have here in New Zealand. There was a lot of interest in that, and a couple of people came up to me afterwards, after my presentation, and said it was the best presentation they'd seen at the conference, which was very encouraging. But it was really great to see so much content on Safe System and Vision Zero at the conference and how it's gaining momentum in the US. So
yeah, that's actually, that's quite a pivotal kind of point of observation, really. This was my second conference. And even from last year to this year, I can see the dial moving much more towards safe system, and that speed of conversation, just the much more, all conversations now seem to have an element of safe system, even though it won't be specifically around safety. There's an element in there somewhere. It's becoming much more adopted from a practitioner level. Not just a policy level. It's starting to get really embedded. And so that was a really big lesson for me. I think that's terrific for Abley and our work, and certainly your work that you've done throughout Australasia and further afield. That seems pretty impressive.
Yeah, like the interest in work in the safe system area, where we've had over 2 decades of working with safe system in New Zealand and Australia, was of considerable interest for people at the conference and in the workshops we had with clients before and after the conference.
I still find it a little bit surprising though that some of the language that we use in Australasia, which we use pretty freely, is still quite confrontational in the United States. So when we're talking about trauma, death and fatalities and danger and risk, those are, that's language that's a little bit shied away from, whereas in Australasia we're a little bit more comfortable with those terminologies. It's still confronting stuff, but frankly the size of the problem is pretty confronting as well.
So yeah, with 40,000 deaths every year in the US. But it's great they've adopted the safe system, because they've identified countries that have adopted a safe system have made quite big inroads into the number of people dying and being seriously hurt on their network. So it's great to see that progression. Obviously there's some political issues they need to get over to actually implement some of the things they need to do.
Yeah,
There was a lot of talk
especially
about
around speed.
Yeah, speed management was also talked about a lot, but implementing it we know can be quite difficult.
Yeah, agreed. And what about yourself? When's the next time you're off to back to the States?
So yeah, I'm going back in January to the TRB conference. As per normal, that's leaving summer in New Zealand, going to winter. And the one thing I really liked about ITE was that we left actually winter to go and enjoy some summer in the US. So yeah, it's great to go to a conference in the summertime.
Yeah, and agreed. Absolutely fantastic to get around in Philadelphia. Great city. We had a great experience, and those post-workshop experiences that we had were just fantastic as well. Great networks.
Oh, yeah.